Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index is at 22, which is an extreme fear. That should make you bullish, guys. Like, you should be bullish during when people are scared of the space, and you should be, bearish or like thinking, oh, maybe I should sell a little bit when people are overly bullish. That should be a given, all right? So you had a bunch of longs getting absolutely wiped out again, even after last week. I mean, long, shorts, they don't really learn their lesson, but that's fine. They're probably never going to learn their lesson. But we can learn a lesson from this. Just be a longer term investor. Don't try to chase every single move in Bitcoin. It's going to drive you crazy. You're never going to have a life. Okay, so now let's go over to gold. So there's a lot of Bitcoiners and crypto enthusiasts really like talking a lot about gold and saying how amazing it is. I've never seen moves like this in my entire life. These people are full of crap. Why do I say this? Okay, so I wrote a tweet today, kind of just smacking these people upside the head. In 67 years, the current supply of gold will double. Global gold mine production has averaged around 3,500 tons per year. So you people out there that are in the crypto space try and act like you're gold experts now. You never talk about, oh yeah, gold supply doubles every 67 years because every year we have 1.5% of the supply being mined again, because you don't know how much supply of gold is out there. But I can tell you this, 99% of Bitcoin will be mined in 67 years from now. How can you not be more bullish on that? Shut up about gold already, seriously. I can also travel with Bitcoin without setting off alarm bells, and I can send Bitcoin to anyone on earth that I want at any time for a fraction of the cost. People out there like the Bitcoiners and the crypto people talking about gold and saying how wonderful it is have never tried to send gold over to their friends overseas, I bet. And if they have, they know how much of a pain in the butt it is. I've traveled with gold. I used to actually be involved with gold a lot before I got into Bitcoin. I can tell you, it's a pain in the rear to travel with gold, especially millions of dollars with gold if you're going to be doing that. Now let's go on to the best digital gold on the planet, Bitcoin. Searches for buy Bitcoin have not reached the highs of 2017 and 2021. This guy says, has a bull even started? Yes, it started. But here's the thing, zoom into this little graph right here, the 2017 and the 2021. Look how vertical that graph is when people started getting really interested in it. When was that? That was around the parabolic phase of each cycle. And that will happen this cycle as well. That is guaranteed. But until then, just relax. If Bitcoin goes down another 30%, from here, that would be completely normal, okay? Corrections in this space usually are in the 35 to 50% range during bull markets, during incredible bull markets. All right, so now let's go over to the Federal Reserve Governor Miran has said 2 more rate cuts this year is realistic. How can you be bearish on Bitcoin when they're going to be cutting rates, which means they're going to be putting pressure on the US dollar? Guys, like, Bitcoin thrives off of a poor performing US dollar. And that is essentially why back in 2011, Bitcoin was around $4.60. It's gone up 23,000%. It's because it has an inelastic supply and it keeps up with inflation, real inflation, which is great. Gold didn't do that since 2011. It's just barely doubled by now. Now, let's go over this. Poseidon says, I'm so tired of this market. It's just exhausting. And now, maybe he's kidding, but if he's serious, this is great. Like, I love it when people are miserable in this space because, I'm not a jerk. I understand market sentiment. I've gone off of market sentiment for about 14 years now in this space. And it's worked out tremendously great for us. We were able to buy the bottom of each consecutive bear market, and we've been able to sell near the top of each bull market, which has been great for our portfolio. And you look at larger accounts and you look at their sentiment, that is really good because these accounts will drag down other people's mindsets, their sentiment as well. And it's just like a snowball effect. It's really great. And then the people that are long-term minded like us and people at learningcrypto.com, check us out, you're doing just fantastic. Now, talking about doing fantastic, very few will do fantastic in this bull market. This is a great tweet right here. Few will still be in the market when it rips 10x off the floor faster than folks can even react. Now, I don't think Bitcoin's going to go up 10x from here during this bull market, maybe a 2x, but you get the point. The market rewards the few, chews up and spits out the majority. Like last week, they just spit out the majority of people, which is great. That is great news for people that are long-term minded, out of leverage, and actually responsible and not gambling in this space. Now, the best news of the week, Roger Ver is now going to be free. The Department of Justice has dropped the case essentially, which is fantastic news. And people may think, oh, he was for like Bitcoin Cash and stuff, like he is a traitor. No. First off, he taught more OGs about Bitcoin than you have ever done, all right? And also he's educated people like me as well in the early days about Bitcoin. And also he renounced his US citizenship and gave the middle finger to the US government because he was sick and tired of their tactics. Good on that guy. That guy likes freedom more than most people in this space. Anyways, like and subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.